So in this one, I've come to my local Woodland with a £15 pop-up tent, and we're going to see if we can survive the night. Brought some very minimal and cheap gear, and yeah, let's get cracking. Let's take a look at the tent. So what do you think? What an absolute beast. What a beast. Spending a night in this tent is going to be proper luxury. I'm not going to use any pegs on the tent or anything like that. I was going to bring a couple of my own pegs from my Durston, but I'm not going to peg the tent down. Obviously, I weigh about 17 stone, so once I'm in that tent, it's not going anywhere. And obviously, there's hardly a breath of wind today, so we should be fine. So obviously, I have brought a mat and a sleeping bag. So I have brought this Viking Trek sleeping bag from Amazon. This is about 25 quid off Amazon, so super cheap. I think it's a 2 to 3 season bag. And yeah, so super budget friendly, cheap gear. So that's the sleeping bag we'll be using. And then the sleep mat I'll be using is this. 20 quid off Amazon. It's not even got a brand. It's not even got a brand name. 20 quid. Let's get this door open and see what we're playing with there. So it's one of these. It literally doesn't have a toggle on it. It's just a case of tying a knot. Tying a little bow or a knot or something. I'm just tying a loose knot. We'll go over the tent a bit more later on. For now, let's get our sleep system set up, so then we're ready for later. Wow. Same with these ones as well. They've got no toggles or anything. What do you expect for 15 quid? Three breaths at a time so we don't pass out. Comfy in there. Wow. Getting comfy in there. So we're gonna get, what is it? Viking Trek sleeping bag. Let's give this a wallop, see what it looks like. I can't even open it. Wow, what is going on here? Oh. Not even open these, I don't know what they look like. Oh. Put it in there so it don't get dirty. Hey. Decent, man. Decent. So that is us all set up. So this pad, it's like little square baffles. It's not too bad. I think it's not got a brand, like honestly, it's got no, I've looked all about on that and it's just not, it's not got a brand on it, so I don't know what that is. This sleeping bag seems pretty decent. It's got more padding in the foot box as well, so your feet don't get cold. I'm pretty happy with how that's looking, to be honest. So I've been camping for around 2.5 years now, and I don't think I've ever been in a tent as camouflage as that. I really do think if you was on the International Space Station 250 miles off Earth, and if you look down, you'd see this tent. I think it's time to look at the tent. So obviously this tent is a festival tent. What am I doing? So obviously it is a tunnel tent design. Looks like one of them things on a kid's playground, like what you go and play on, like one of them climbing frame things. So yeah, it's a tunnel tent design. I noticed there's quite a lot of guy lines on this as well. Well, I say quite a lot. I think there's 3. So yeah, 3 guy lines, or 4 maybe. Is there 2 at the back as well? Oh yeah, there's 1 at the back. So yeah, little vent there for a bit of airflow. There is pegging out options as well, but I'm not going to use any pegs. So moving inside the tent, what have we got? Tell you what, it's cozy. It's like a nightclub in here. I don't know if I'll be saying that later, but I can just tell already I'm gonna hate this. I already know I am. Very claustrophobic. It's tiny. Got a vent there for a bit of airflow. We even have a pocket, look. Little pocket. We do have a mesh door as well, so I'll probably sleep with the main door open, mirrored on the other side with that pocket, and then we have a little mesh bit there as well for a little bit more airflow. A proper standard tent. One thing you haven't mentioned is the colour. What do you think of the colour? Purple, blue and green. Oh my god. I really hope no one walks past. They're gonna be like, what is that idiot doing? You know what? No matter what tent you're in, or where you are, laying in any tent has the same feeling. It really does. As soon as I lie in a tent, I'm just happy. As I said, I might not feel that later, but I'm just happy, like. Simple as that. I need a snack. So I want to be completely transparent. Even though I'm in this £15 festival tent, I've still brought essentials, what I'd usually bring on a camp. So my stove, obviously with gas, and then I brought a tent meal as well, and water, a coffee, just what I usually bring on a normal camp. The only big difference is I'm not sleeping in a £350 tent, I'm sleeping in a £15 tent. You know, I don't want to go full survival mode. For me, it's not so much a survival video, it's just showing that, you know, if you want to, you can really go camping with cheap gear. You don't need all of this, you know what I mean? You don't need the tent meals. Just take sandwiches or something like that. Definitely need a brew when you're camping. Not got much of a view here, just in a woodland. No real views. I'll pan the camera around and show you. You know, it's just nice view of some purple flowers over there, but yeah, I've used this stove for about 1.5 years now. Absolutely love it. If you watch any of my other videos, you'll know I absolutely love this stove. As I said, never let me down. I've had it in some strong winds as well. They still give me a brew. My favourite tent meal. The almond jalfrezi. Ooh, that handle's spicy. I can't find my spoon, so I'm gonna have to just... Oh, you can smell all that coconut straight away. Just gonna have to stir it with me lighter. Break all that tomato down. It's like a... So when you get one of these meals, you'll get a little, well, quite a big chunk of tomato. Make sure when you put your water in, you break that chunk of tomato down, and then you can now see getting that curry colour. And then we're just going to leave that. Delicious. I'll never ever stop saying this. This almond jalfrezi meal. This almond jalfrezi meal is just unreal. Absolutely unreal. Honestly, I can't tell you how nice that is. You know what? I've been at camp for about 2 hours now. And I'm just... What's that noise? And I'm just so relaxed. Honestly, every time. Bright purple tent. Yeah, I'm just so chilled out. Proper peaceful. Can't hear any traffic. Can just hear like the leaves blowing, a couple of birds every now and then. The odd plane will go over. Look how bright that is. You know, we're not high up here, so no sunset views or anything, but we don't need it. Just gonna put my hat and jacket in the tent. Can you even call that a tent? Still technically a tent, isn't it? Just gonna put that over there. Oh, it's looking cozy in there though. I didn't think it'd be that cozy, to be fair. I reckon I'll have a good sleep in there tonight, but we'll see. Well, this Woodland man is actually about a 20-minute walk from home. Now, I've never camped in this woodland, but I have spent a lot of time here filming a lot of my videos. If you go back to some of my videos in the past, and even more so recently, you'll see I've done review videos here, I've pitched tents here, and it's only a small woodland as well. Not many people come here. You'll get the odd runner, the odd little, well, not little, might be big, dog walker, but it's not a busy woodland at all. So all this through the woods is usually filled with water, but obviously all the hot weather we've had, there's no water in it now. Tell you what, I love these purple flowers though. Look at that sun there, blaring through the trees, the sun's slowly setting. Let's see if we can capture that a little bit more. Absolutely stunning, that. Yeah, I love all these purple flowers though. Let's have a little walk up here. You can see the tent there. There, so it's always harder when you're watching yourself on screen. Get mixed up. Let's have a little walk up here, see if we can see the sunset. We're not gonna be able to, probably, but worth a look in it. I've never actually been up this path. show you. Never actually been up this way. Very peaceful. Look at this. All the berries are out now. Berries, blackberries. Oh, they're really fresh. Love that. I'll pick some of them later or in the morning. Yeah, like if you're walking down here, the tent I'm using today just sticks out like a sore thumb. Look at that. Look at that absolute unit, mate. I think I'll lie down for a little bit. Chill out. Oh, bloody lovely. Can feel the temperature dropping now. So it's currently 7:45, so I've got about 45 minutes of daylight left. We're, I was going to say pitched, but we're not really pitched, are we? We're just placed. There's not one peg in this tent. We're just doinked under this tree, so it's going to be super dark, no light at all. And I am right in the centre of the woodland there as well, so it's going to be a dark one. Hopefully we'll get a decent sleep. I can hear someone. I can hear someone there. I could hear someone over there. I could literally hear someone, like, you know that sound when you, wait, like that, like cracking a twig. That's what I heard. Tell you what, I definitely heard someone then. No joke. Someone cracked a twig. Might have been an animal or a fox or something. I'm gonna be shutting myself in my tent soon anyway. I'll shut both doors, I reckon. Just might leave a little bit of the outer doors zipped down a bit, just for a bit of ventilation through the night, because I know I'm gonna suffer with bad condensation in there, which is normal anyway. But yeah, definitely heard someone. Light's fading now, so it's actually about 8:30 now, and on the map of it says that the sun sets at 8:30, so next 10-20 minutes we're going to be in darkness. But I have brought plenty of lights, so I think I'm going to be alright in there tonight, you know. I'm going to leave my stove out of the tent, because I don't want to be knocking that stove on with my footer out. I'll put my shoes inside though. I'll put a water inside with me as well. I literally just got comfort and then I need a wee. The second I lay down I needed a wee, so I'm gonna have to get out the tent and have a quick wee and then get back in. Always the way. I've got a light on now. Cheers to Jordan for the light. And yeah, I've just put my mesh door up a little bit. I'll just keep it like that for a little bit, and then once I get comfy in the bag later, I'll zip that up and then shut the outer door as well. I'm laying in bed now. I'm actually really comfy. A little bit restricted on the leg room in terms of the length of the tent, but apart from that, I'm absolutely fine. So yeah, that's it for tonight. I'm probably going to drift off in the next half an hour or something. So yeah, unless anything happens in the middle of the night, I'll see you in the morning. I was alright on this bed, you know. I was actually pretty comfy. It is a little bit thin, but I had an alright sleep. The sleeping bag kept me toasty warm as well. Let's have a look out here. Someone looking out here, mate. Lovely bright day. I think it's time to get a brew on. Gotta have that first morning coffee, ain't you? Do you know what? Honestly, wasn't bad in there last night at all. Condensation. I woke up. Obviously, it's a festival tent, so it's just single skin. So obviously, I woke up in the this morning, and the full inside of the tent is just soaked, dripping on me, and that. I knew that was going to happen anyway. Even with the inner and outer door open, yeah, it was just dripping all over me. I knew that was going to happen, but quite a normal thing. I love a morning brew. Tell you what, these Nescafe cappuccinos, so good. Definitely one of the best brews I've had camping. Look how like creamy it goes. What's your go-to drink in the morning? I know some people have tea, don't they? Some mornings I will have tea, nice milky cup of tea. Like strong, let the tea bags brew for a little bit, but then a lot of milk. When I'm camping, it's always coffee. Gotta be coffee in the morning when you're camping. It was really peaceful last night, but I did hear twigs snapping behind me, which proper scared me. It must have been a fox, cat, something like that. Right, I think it's time to pack away. So, obviously I've never used this bed before, never used a sleep mat before, never used this tent before. And I know these tents are an absolute faff to put away. We'll do that bit together, but yeah, I think that bit's going to be a bit of a struggle. But yeah, let's get our sleeping bag and bed away, and then we'll tackle the tent. Always awkward to get in the bagsies, aren't they? What an absolute Oh, really impressed with this bed. I was actually quite comfy on it, I'm not gonna lie. It's a bit wet, so. Sorted. Small pack size. I should just slide in the bag. Hopefully. So that is all my stuff outside the tent now. You know, I was comfy in there last night. Not an issue at all sleeping in there. I thought it'd be a lot worse than it is. By no means am I saying you'll see me in this pop-up tent on Kinder Scout, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it'd be. So that goes something like that. Yeah. Big naughty slug on the bottom of it. Yeah. Yes, got it. Let's go. Yep. Done. You know what? I've got to say it. I actually enjoyed this more than I should have, probably. But as I keep saying, it's a perfect example of you can go wild camping. This is wild. I mean, it's not a huge woodland, but I'm still in the middle of a woodland, so it's a perfect example that you can go wild camping with cheap gear. In no means, under no circumstances will I take this up a hill and go wild camping with it. Like, it's not safe. Like, on mountains and hills, the weather can change like that, so please do not watch this video. Get one of these tents. Yeah, don't go up a hill with us. Do a woodland camp. If you do get one of these, like, you know, there might be someone out there watching with no gear and they want to start really cheap. You know, what's that? 20, 45, 15, 55 quid. 55 quid. And it's got me out wild camping. Alright, it had my stove and everything, but like I said, you don't need that. Take a flask with a cup of tea in, if you are, bro. A couple of sandwiches, what you've made at home. But yeah, please don't risk taking one of these up a hill. Honestly, it's not worth it. It's not made for that. It's a festival tent. So yeah, at this point in the video, I just want to mention my Patreon community page. So my Patreon is completely free to join, and you'll instantly unlock the chat, the community chat, where you can speak to other like-minded people in the community, talk about wild camping, gear, places to camp, whatever you want. I will be putting exclusive content on there from now that will not be showed on YouTube, so I'll be filming 1 to 2 videos a month purely for Patreon, completely free to watch. And yeah, so I'll leave the link down below. If you could go and join our Patreon community, I'd appreciate that. Let's go. awkward. That is literally just so awkward. I just take my backpack off this tree.